Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Omega, Delta, and Sigma. 6 male personality types according to the socio-sexual hierarchy, which can be surprisingly accurate. In this video, we're going to cover 11 things Sigma males never do. Welcome to Viral Brain, where we focus on the psychology of different personalities. Make sure to like and subscribe to be notified whenever we release new content. Number 1. Sigma males never lie. They can sometimes be unintentionally offensive or brutally honest. People lie to make themselves look better, to hide a mistake or a failure they've made, or to protect someone's feelings and spare their pain. Sigmas don't really care about any of these things, so they just don't have a reason to lie. They have pragmatic views on life, and they don't sugarcoat stuff to make it sound better. They tell it like it is, and if it hurts someone, well, too bad, it's still the truth. The thing is, they don't mind hearing the truth themselves, so they don't give these filters of politeness and esteem as much significance as others do. They're humble, so they have no regard to title or status. They talk to their college professors and bosses the same way they talk to the janitor or someone who works for them, with respect and honesty. They have a mindset that goes, the only reason there has to be a guy who tells children Santa doesn't exist is the guy who told them Santa does. Number 2. Sigma males never compete with anyone but themselves. While alpha males are super competitive because they always want to prove to the pack that they're better than everyone and establish themselves as the alpha in the hierarchy, sigmas don't really care. They always look to their own progress, and they're not concerned with titles like Top Performer or Employee of the Month. If they do get it, they just think, cool. In fact, they often let their friends or colleagues win a game or take credit for something if it's gonna make them happy, because they just don't think it has any significance. Elon Musk gave away Tesla patents to everyone for free, because he's way more interested in making the world a better place than in beating his competitors. Number 3. Sigma males never trust anyone until they earn their trust. Law says, the suspect is innocent until proven guilty. Sigmas say, everyone is guilty until proven innocent. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying all Sigmas have trust issues. I'm saying that they don't trust people just because some other people trust them, or because that's the polite thing to do. They value their trust and respect, and they feel like it has to be earned. Number 4. Sigma males never have a big inner circle. A Sigma is not a people pleaser or a people's person, and he definitely wasn't the popular guy in high school. Sigma males probably have a handful of very close friends they're probably going to have for life, and they often have 2 or 3 very serious relationships throughout their entire lifetime. This is because Sigmas value their own time and resources above everything, and they just don't want to waste them on someone who's not a good fit. They have a meticulous, almost scientific approach to choosing a life partner. And unlike alphas who seek multiple partners for more social validation, or betas who have many short-term relationships due to indecisiveness, Sigmas are the most loyal and devout personality archetype. If they think they've found the one, they will swim oceans and destroy mountains to keep her. Number 5. Sigma males never give up. Sigma's strength doesn't come from how hard they punch. It comes from how hard they get punched and still make it back to their feet. Think Elon Musk. The man confessed that at some point in his life, he had to borrow money from his friends to cover his family's basic needs like food and clothes. Because he put all his money in Tesla and SpaceX, and neither of them was making a dime back then. Now he's competing for the spot of the richest man on the planet. Steve Jobs was exited from his own company which he worked on building for years, and when he came back, he made one of the most successful marketing campaigns in history. These kind of hits would be difficult for an alpha to sustain, because they care about their social image. They need to stay on top of the socio-sexual hierarchy, and they need everyone to know they are. So when something threatens this image, they might just let it go. But for Sigmas, they don't really care about their social image or about society at all. They do their own thing, and they kick ass at it, even if everyone tells them they're crazy. Their mindset is, first they will call you crazy, then they will call you a genius. And they understand that being called crazy is common when you have vision. Number 6. Sigma males never chase women. Sigmas are happy single. You're more likely to find a Sigma male single than in a relationship. It doesn't come from an antisocial mentality or commitment issues. It's the fact that they're hyper aware of the responsibilities that come with being in a relationship. Think about it. It's cheaper and more efficient to live alone, travel alone. And a partner can be the greatest source of happiness and fulfillment in life, but they can also take way too much time. The way Sigmas think about it is, if they're in a fulfilling relationship, they might feel so happy and satisfied that they don't strive to achieve great things. So oftentimes, they'd rather focus their energy and resources on themselves, at least till they think they've made it and they're ready to settle down. Number 7. Sigma males never talk too much. Unless they're with a group of super close friends whom they're comfortable chatting with about all kinds of nonsense, Sigma males prefer being the silent one in the group for a few reasons. 1. They don't feel the need to receive social validation, so when strangers talk, it's usually a show they put on to communicate to other people that they're eloquent, well-informed, or educated about a certain topic, or that they're funny or kind, or whatever good picture they want to paint of themselves. But Sigmas, they don't really care what people think of them. 2. If you're talking, you're not listening, and Sigmas love listening. And 3. Many people talk because they have to say something. Sigmas talk because they have something to say. Many people can't stand silence. Sigmas don't mind it, and they can even cherish it. They already have so much going on in their minds to keep themselves entertained. They often say things like, "I don't really know," "I haven't thought about it," or "I'm not informed enough to have an opinion on this topic." They're not afraid to show that they don't know. They're not afraid of being judged, and they'd rather stay silent than talk nonsense. Number 8. Sigma males never let someone control them. They won't succumb to your authority just because you have some power to fire them or punish them. In fact, if you try to subdue a Sigma male, he will either walk away or even start a rebellion. And they don't do things in a certain way just because this is how everyone does it. They think for themselves and question everything, and they often have very controversial opinions on things that seemingly everybody else agrees on. The fascinating thing is, they're very often right, because most people do things the way they were taught or the way everyone else does it. But Sigmas actually put in the time and effort to study, research, and try as many times as it takes to figure something out. So their opinion is based on facts and experience, not common knowledge. And even though this can be an advantage in innovation and problem solving, it can be a drawback. Because sometimes you don't really need to reinvent the wheel. If it works, it works. So Sigmas often waste a huge amount of time and resources fact-checking for themselves and making sure that everything makes sense according to their own beliefs. If they come up with something new, great, they're geniuses. But if they don't, they've only just wasted time to come to the same conclusion. Number 9. Sigma males never waste time. Look, if a Sigma is chilling and he doesn't really have much to do, it's the weekend or he's on a vacation, cool. He doesn't mind wasting hours or even days for the sake of his happiness and mental well-being. But if he's in the middle of something, or he's got a lot of work to do right now, and you take his time by starting an argument or by being distracting or causing him any kind of problem, that is the best shot you have at driving a Sigma male furious. "Don't waste my time" would perhaps be the collective cry of all Sigma males in the world, if they were asked to express their most bothersome frustration. Sigmas value their time and resources above everything, and they hate for an argument to last too long, because they view it as an inconvenience in the way of their peaceful life. They're often very accurate when describing time, saying things like, "I'll be there in 7 minutes," or "I need to wake up at 6:35. and they're never late or early, always on time. Number 10. Sigma males never follow fashion or trends. You'd often find very little on their social media profiles, and they're completely oblivious to all the Instagram trends and TikTok dances. To them, these are all desperate tools to try to fit in with everyone, and as we've said, they don't care about fitting in. They'll wear jeans from 3 years ago if it still fits them, and a funny-looking ice cap that makes their ears warm. They find the concept of spending thousands of dollars on a Rolex or a Louis Vuitton completely absurd and unnecessary, even if they can afford it without scratching the surface of their bank account. Sigmas are more attracted to natural beauty, and they shy away from cosmetics and over-the-line clothing. They view people who do this as insecure or trying too hard to impress others, something Sigmas definitely look down on. Number 11. Sigma males never like something just because everyone likes it. Sigmas have strongly defined preferences. They don't agree with something or someone just because everyone else agrees. They look within themselves to find what they truly enjoy in life, and they're not afraid to say it. So they have different tastes in music, food, art, places, and pretty much everything. You'd often find a Sigma male listening to songs from past decades or centuries, or talented underground artists not many people know about. And they'd like a genre even if it has a bad reputation or an association with a particularly infamous group of people. Many times a Sigma would find a famous art piece pointless or overrated. They might think, yeah, the Mona Lisa is great and all, but I'm pretty sure there are way more talented people in the world, they're just not as famous as Leonardo da Vinci. Thanks for watching!